What's up, guys? Good Hood here. This is a 2008 Honda Accord. We're doing an alternator job. It is the V6. A lot of Hondas from different years have a similar layout, so this should help. If all you need to know is the tools you're going to need for the job, go ahead and hit like and subscribe, because I'm going to tell you right now. You're going to need a 10 mil, 12 mil, 14 mil, and 19 mil, depending on your transmission. I would also suggest some long needle nose pliers, a body panel fork for your plastic push pins, and a little pocket screwdriver for your electrical connectors. You can also use the needle nose pliers. I would say that ratcheting wrenches would be great, but a socket wrench is going to be fantastic, especially a 1/4 inch flex head if you have one. The main reason is, and I'm not going to do an exhaustive comprehensive walkthrough, this is just stuff I wish I would have known the first time I did this, but now that I've done it, I know. And I'm just going to give you guys some pointers here if you're struggling. Your electrical connector for the fan, it's way down there in the middle of the car. There's also the bottom 10 millimeter bolt for this fan assembly that's also down there at the bottom beneath this electrical connector. You're going to want to access both of those things from underneath the car. You don't need to lift the car. You are going to need to take out some of these plastic push pins on the bottom in order to shove your hand up and feel for that bolt and access that connector, but they're both going to be easier to get to from the bottom of the car. So that's one big thing that I wish I would have known on my first go around. The bottom bolt for the fan assembly on the far passenger side, you will still have to access from the top. You're just going to really have to squish your hand down in there. You're going to have to go at an angle kind of from over here. Your alternator, upon reinstallation, you're going to have to take this bracket off in order to get the alternator out, but then you're also going to want to put the alternator back on before you get your alternator all the way tightened down on the 14 mil over here. Because if you don't, and you tighten your 14 millimeter right away before getting this bracket connected both to the engine and the alternator, you might have it out of alignment, and then you're going to have to go and loosen that again and then come back over here, and it's just a waste of time. So when you're putting the alternator back in, make sure that this bracket is connected to the alternator so you know that it's at the right angle. The alternator also has like a sleeve or a bushing that it comes with. It's already installed on the alternator itself, but sometimes it's too wide to fit in the slot that you need to put it in to get it into the engine. So you might have to actually tap that with a hammer to get it to slide in to be skinny enough to get up in there. I want to say that's the bulk of it. You have bushings that are on the bottom of your alternator that help take any kind of, they absorb basically any kind of rattling or shock or anything like that. Because you want extra wiggle room on this, you actually take these brackets off. You'll kind of lift it up and move it out of the way. You're going to want to make sure that those bushings are back in the slots that they need to be in before you start tightening this down. If you're having any misalignment issues, it's because the bushings on the bottom are not in the slots that they need to be in. So do not tighten this down if you're having alignment issues getting the bolts back into the proper spaces. That should be everything that you need to know. If you have any questions, let me know. Like and subscribe. Thanks.